It's being called the largest Christian church geofencing campaign in U.S. history. I'm FOX10 Investigator Justin Lum. A newly created firm is strategizing a massive digital marketing and outreach campaign on behalf of the Israeli government. And it's targeting Christian churches and college campuses in 4 states, including Arizona. Due to the Israel-Hamas conflict over the past 2 years, recent polling shows American evangelical support for Israel is on the decline. This pro-Israeli campaign will cost at least $3.2 million, and the proposal, that's public record, is 86 pages. I read through it all. According to a filing under the Foreign Agents Registration Act, Show Faith by Works LLC, based in San Diego, says the method of performance is to carry out Christian outreach through grassroots and digital targeting in the western U.S. This was filed in late September 2025 on behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Israel, and funding is coming from Havas Media based in Germany. The plan is to distribute pro-Israel information online through geofencing. Per the FARA filing, here's how it's paid for. Greystone HR will cost $50,000. Grassroots equipment, $425,000. Grassroots staff, $1.5 million. A targeted media budget, $685,000. And a specialist purchasing budget at $550,000. The total is just over $3.2 million. What are specialists? We're talking about pastors and social media influencers with a big impact in Christian spaces. And so, staff in high-density Christian areas have to be hired. There needs to be physical staff presence at Christian colleges and churches. The states being targeted are California, Colorado, Nevada, and Arizona. And the campaign should be rolling out by December, citing Christmas messaging. There are additional options for budgeting to target Utah, Wyoming, and Texas. All told, the firm is willing to spend $4 million on behalf of the Israeli government right here in the U.S. Now, this FARA filing is public record, as I mentioned, and inside is an exhibit, which is basically a PowerPoint presentation put together by Show Faith by Works LLC. The slides say it all: combat low American evangelical Christian approval of Israel, increase awareness of Palestinian ties to Hamas and support for terrorism. And this PowerPoint presentation cites, quote, anti-Palestinian state messaging, which is seemingly at odds with the decades-old goal of a 2-state solution. The firm wants to hire a pastor for a weekly news podcast, keeping up with developments in Israel, also interviewing the IDF and survivors of the October 7th attacks. The initial plan even has a list of potential Christian celebrities the firm wants to speak on behalf of the campaign. I'm talking about celebrities by the names of Chris Pratt, Tim Tebow, Steph Curry, and other important figures in the Christian world. But I'm told the firm is no longer going with the celebrity strategy. More on their response in a moment. According to Show Faith by Works, there are 219 Christian megachurches in California, 32 in Colorado, and 14 in Nevada. Here in Arizona, nearly 40 Christian churches are on the list for outreach. You may recognize a few of these megachurches, like Dream City Church, which the late conservative activist Charlie Kirk attended, as well as Calvary Phoenix and Highlands Church. Show Faith by Works says the targeted Christian population overall is nearly 3.9 million people. The operation will be headquartered in Riverside, California, with media teams covering states in the western region, including Arizona. There will be a church and college outreach lead, deputy, college coordinator for 6 campuses, college student for a help desk, and an on-call photographer and videographer. Here's Moyedin Abdulaziz with the Arizona Palestine Solidarity Alliance. He says this campaign is outright propaganda and dangerous.
This is really taking it steps further, okay? Really invasive, strong, very cruel targeting and intimidation. It's very intimidating to have your movement, what you listen to, what you controlled by one source, which is a foreign country, a foreign state called Israel.
So what is geofencing? It's a virtual perimeter surrounding a physical location using tech like GPS or Wi-Fi to activate when a device like your smartphone enters or exits the area. And that's how it can be used for marketing ads, like this pro-Israeli campaign. Show Faith by Works wants to geofence the targeted Christian churches on Sundays and Christian college campuses on weekdays. Besides the 38 Arizona churches on the list, there are 6 colleges including Grand Canyon University and Arizona Christian University. They want to track attendees and students, targeting them with digital ads. And if you have your location services enabled on your phone, it's that simple. The estimated impact of this digital campaign for one whole year is a little more than 47 million impressions at the average cost per mil or cost per thousand at $8.40. We asked students at GCU what they think about pro-Israeli information targeting them on a daily basis. Some did not want to go on camera, but one student told me that this is the world we live in and you have to seek out accurate information for yourself.
With all this information and everything coming out, you don't know what's real, you don't know what to believe. So I feel like if people are interested, they can find their own perspective and their own point of view of the whole situation and let them believe what they want to believe.
One young man in the area who was just visiting the park behind the GCU campus says this pro-Israel strategy feels invasive. What do you think about that sort of influence?
So for me, my thought is no one should be controlling your social media, because that's a place where you go for information, and if someone is controlling, they might feed you some wrong information and make you think it's the right information. So my thought on this topic is no one should be controlling you, and they should not make it legal, or they should make it illegal to geofence places like this.
And according to the firm's anti-Palestinian messaging, they want to emphasize Hamas as a Palestinian terrorist organization and that Palestinians elect Hamas leadership. But it's important to note that no recent public elections have been held in Gaza since the Palestinian legislative election in 2006, which was nearly 20 years ago, meaning only a fraction of Gaza's current population voted for Hamas. What is the potential for misinformation?
It's huge. That's why Israel is concerned that the American people are now, including Jewish Americans, okay, who are disagreeing with what Israel is doing, who are disagreeing with what Zionism is about, who are disagreeing with weaponizing anti-Semitism, against our academic institutions. So they need to reverse that. And they need to reverse that by, they don't need that if they know that people support them. So now they're going to do that in a very, very intimidating way.
Let's talk about the mobile museums. The plan is to build and deploy a mobile pro-Israel display with October 7th themes at Christian events. Think of a trailer with a 55-inch touchscreen and standing kiosk display. There will be strobe lights, empty tents, scene materials to create a 10/7 experience, and VR headsets. The goal is to bring that experience to different churches and college campuses, showing footage of Israel Defense Forces. Why is that important to Show Faith by Works? According to polling done by the Center for the Study of the U.S. at Tel Aviv University, nearly half of young American evangelicals under 30 supports neither Israel nor Palestine at 42%, jumping from 25% in 2018. What does this newly created firm have to say about the plan? I reached out to Chad Schnitker, the project manager and a conservative activist based in California, who's in charge of Show Faith by Works with a salary of $150,000. And I wanted to see if he would interview with us. He declined to speak for now, as he says plans are still settling in after some changes, like deciding not to go with Christian celebrities after all. Schnitker says as American evangelical support for Israel declines among young Christians under 30 who don't remember 9/11 or have witnessed increases in anti-Semitic demonstrations on other American college campuses, in his email response, he also says, quote, We hope that our work over the coming months will help the Christian church make informed opinions about our ally Israel, and all of our materials and exhibits will be vetted by teams of Christian pastors from different denominations for accuracy and intention. Americans and Christians should be celebrating the recent peace agreement led by President Donald Trump and the safe return of the hostages. But we also need to become more educated about Israel from a historical, biblical, and geographic perspective. This is a significant financial investment, and the approach seems high stakes. But the political nature and focus on a specific community can be seen as concerning, especially in terms of ethics. Schnitger says the firm is still in discussions with Christian pastors throughout Arizona who can help in this region, but no one has been hired yet. Not to mention, this is all happening as we head into an all-important midterm election year in 2026. We've also posted the FARA filing on our web story. Just head to fox10phoenix.com. You can check out the documents and presentation submitted by Show Faith by Works. For Fox 10 Investigates, I'm Justin Lum.